Hey yo, E-King Fight News. Back at it. Shout out to all the real boxing fans out there, all the subscribers. And let's get it right now. E-King Fight News. Vladimir Klitschko gives his take on Wilder Joshua. More on this. Alright. So Vladimir Klitschko has made a great friendship with Anthony Joshua. He believes the more Anthony Joshua builds upon his accomplishments, the more that reflects on how great of a fighter he is himself, because Joshua beat Klitschko to win. It was the IBF and the WBA, not the IBF, sorry, the WBA, and it was his IBF title, right? It was his IBF title that he had, and Vladimir didn't have any belts, but the WBA just put up the WBA title. They're like, okay, we'll put it up, and we'll make it for 2 belts. If I remember correctly, that's how that fight went down. And now Vladimir is saying, you know what? He's been in the ring with both guys. He's been in there with Wilder during some training camps. And he's also sparred with Anthony Joshua. He's been in the ring with Joshua. He got knocked out by Joshua. So that's what he had to say. And shout out to Boxing Scene for the article. They're completely different fighters. I know both of them. They were both in my training camp. We spent a lot of time with each other. They're completely different fighters. It's very difficult to calculate where Deontay punches are coming from. But the strength, the core, the foundation that Anthony Joshua has, in addition to being an Olympic champion, and he has a great amateur experience that Wilder does not have, I'll be super happy if I'm able to see Joshua succeed. I told him, the more you shine, the more I shine. That's what Klitschko said in a nutshell. He has admitted that the Wilder style is very, very difficult. It's unorthodox. It's one of a kind. So this fight, if it were to happen, it's a very interesting style matchup. Joshua stylistically is straight, coming forward, not a lot of head movement. Straight up guard, and he's looking to land a big right hand shot, a straight right hand, a sneaky right uppercut, and he looks to snap that left jab over and over again. Maybe I believe he should take this book, take a page out of Vladimir Klitschko's book, and he should mix up his left hook and his left jab, because he doesn't use the left hook as much. He normally brings that behind the right hand, which is pretty textbook. And that's really what I would call Anthony Joshua. He's a textbook fighter. More on this guy. That's right, Anthony Joshua, a textbook fighter. Whereas Deontay Wilder, it's almost like he's developed his own style that is unique to him. It's got this exclamation point of massive power that comes out of that right hand. But he's a two-handed fighter. He knows how to snap a jab. He throws a great left hook. He's very tricky. Very tricky, very unorthodox, Deontay Wilder is. But he knows. He's well schooled. And even the great Emmanuel Stewart pegged Wilder and Tyson Fury as the 2 guys to really take over the heavyweight division. And look at what's happened since then. You know, R.I.P. Emmanuel Stewart. You know, he literally pegged both of those guys while Klitschko was still on top, and said, you know what, these are the 2 guys that'll take over the division. I mean, Tyson Fury has went on to do incredible things, beating Klitschko for all the belts. and then he got suspended thereafter, which is unfortunate. But neither Klitschko nor Tyson Fury held that WBC title. That is the title his brother had held, Vitaly Klitschko, and now it's Deontay Wilder that holds that title. So, a unification must happen. That's the fight that really is on the rise. If Eddie Hearn and Team Joshua were to duck out of this one, I would be shocked. I would be disgusted. I would be angry. I would be fucking angry. Like, the fight needs to happen, guys. This fight needs to happen. It's time. I say it's time this fight happens, man. It's about time. We have an undisputed champion. I mean, honestly, this is the biggest fight in boxing. I mean, fuck Canelo. Fuck Triple G. This is the biggest fight in boxing for 2018. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Eddie Hearn knows what it is. Eddie Hearn wants this shit in the UK. Well, guess what? Put up your money then. Go into your pocketbook. You supposedly have made this $1 billion deal. Man, that's a load of bollocks, calling it a $1 billion deal over 8 years. Like, what if Eddie Hearn doesn't bring in ratings? Then what? You call it an 8-year deal, but there's going to be clauses in there that is going to allow for Perform Group to really terminate a contract. I'm sure there's this guy, like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but at the same time, he's presenting all the positive and none of the negative associated with that. He doesn't have any fighters. Eddie Hearn, he doesn't have any American fighters, so he's got to try and sign up who he can sign up. And we're just gonna have to wait and see how that pans out. But hopefully none of that affects Wilder Joshua. This fight needs to happen, whether it's Showtime, whether it's HBO, whatever the case may be. This fight needs to happen. E-King Fight News, let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. But you know what? Let's get it. Let's get more on Klitschko. More on Klitschko right now, because Vladimir Klitschko had also been in the news for something else. He was talking about, it's a shame that how more and more fighters are coming out testing positive. And Vladimir Klitschko made some good points. He said, you know what, boxing's a one-on-one sport. So you know what, we have teams, but they're outside the ring. And inside the ring, it should all be fair play. All that's well and good. All that is well and good, but has Vladimir Klitschko, we're talking about a guy from Ukraine, he's been suspected of taking PEDs before, absolutely. It wouldn't surprise me if he's taken PEDs before, and definitely not in a position to really accuse him of doing so. But I would say this. Your boy Anthony Joshua, he once held the WBC title. He hasn't really actively pursued the WBC title. He was brought along. Eddie Hearn guided him throughout his career. And they made the Charles Martin fight for the IBF. Then he fought Klitschko for a vacant WBA title, pretty much. And then he fought Joseph Parker, who won the vacant WBO title off of Andy Ruiz. So, I mean, he's been something of a belt collector. And it's, you know what? Anthony Joshua is another guy that's been suspected of PED use. So my question is, if this Wilder Joshua fight happens, will drug testing be an issue? And I'm just going to leave it at that. Do you guys think drug testing will come up? Will that be an issue for this fight? E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, you know what it is.